Hello students, meeting you once again. Uh, Earlier we have discussed exercise 14.1 that was about reading the bar graphs. Okay. Now we have come to exercise 14.3. We are not doing exercise 14.2. It is cut from your syllabus as a part of 30% reduction in your syllabus. Okay. So we have jumped to exercise 14.3 now. Okay. So before starting exercise 14.3, there are some basics of data handling that you should know. Okay, data handling is also called as statistics. So I am going to start with some important terms of statistics. Okay, so first of all, what you should consider is see what is data. Data is unorganized numbers. Okay, suppose there are multiple number of students. There are multiple number of students. Okay, बहुत सारे students हैं and they have and we got some numbers out of them. ओके एक टीचर आया क्लास में, उन्होंने कुछ पूछा एंड स्टूडेंट्स स्टार्टेड रिस्पॉन्डिंग विद सम नंबर्स. ओके सपोज सम स्टूडेंट्स से 30, 31, 42, 28, 36, 27, 32, 48, 42, 47, 49, 22, 46, 33, 42, 80, 48, 26, 34, 36, 49, 47, 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 28, 33 and 42. So these are 25 students in the class. Each of the student responded with a different number. Okay. Now by looking at these numbers, we cannot identify what is the usefulness of this number. Why are they spouting such numbers? क्या हो गया, पागल हो गए, दिमाग खराब हो गया, इतने सारे नंबर्स क्यों बता रहे? हमारे पास क्या है, रेफरेंस नहीं है, हमको नहीं पता उसके टीचर ने उससे क्या पूछा कि वो इतने सारे नंबर गाने लग गए. ओके, नाउ दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ पैटर्न, दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ नंबर्स इज जस्ट रॉ डेटा जिसका कोई डेफिनेशन नहीं. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले तो हमको ये जानना ज़रूरी है कि ये गिवन सेट ऑफ नंबर्स हैं, ये क्यों है. ठीक है, लेट अस से दीज आर मार्क्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स आउट ऑफ 50 में से किसी सब्जेक्ट में स्टूडेंट के मार्क्स हैं जो स्टूडेंट्स बता रहे हैं अपने टीचर को. ओके, तो अब हमें थोड़ी सी अंडरस्टैंडिंग हुई. हाँ भाई, अब हमें समझ में आया कि भाई चलो अच्छी बात है, ये बच्चों के मार्क्स आ रहे हैं. अच्छा, अब यहाँ पे क्या है कि अगर कोई हमसे पूछे कि सबसे कम मार्क्स कितने, सबसे ज़्यादा मार्क्स कितने, तो थोड़ा सा 1-2 मिनट का टाइम लगेगा, बट वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई कि कितने, किसके मार्क्स ज़्यादा हैं, कितने मार्क्स कम. इन द सेम मैनर वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई कि कितने बच्चे फेल हुए, कितने बच्चे पास हो गए, कितने बच्चे अच्छे पढ़ने वाले हैं, कितने बच्चे नहीं अच्छे पढ़ने वाले. ओके, वी कैन आइडेंटिफाई ऑल ऑफ दोज थिंग्स. मगर क्या है कि अभी भी ये तो चलो 25 ही नंबर है. सपोज एक क्लास होती जिसमें 100 स्टूडेंट्स. सपोज यू हैड अ क्लास विद 100 स्टूडेंट्स, 200 स्टूडेंट्स. सपोज यू हैव अ data collection of 1000 numbers, 10,000 numbers, lakh numbers. So what would you do? Out of all those numbers, if someone asks you what is the smallest quantity, what is the largest quantity, you will take a lot of time to identify. Okay, so what we do is we try to organize this data. Okay, this is the part of second exercise actually, but I am giving you an overview so that you can understand. We try to organize this data. Okay, so how does the data organization is done? Data organization is done first of all by making a proper table. First of all, we will make a proper table for these numbers. Okay, so in that table first column we will take as marks of students, and then number of students. Okay, so marks are out of 50, so I'm taking a range of numbers. I'm taking a number 0 to 10. I'm judging how many students are between 0 to 10, then how many students are between 10 to 20, and so on. So first column will be 0 to 10, second column will be 10 to 20, then 20 to 30, then 30 to 40, and we need some more space. Last one 40 to 50. हम 50 पे रुक गए. Why? Because that is the maximum number of students. So let me make some horizontal lines to make it much more presentable. Okay. Now what is happening here is, see, marks of students 0 to 10, we can identify there is no student between 0 to 10. Okay, so there are no students who got the marks between 0 to 10. Same between 10 to 20, there are no students who got marks between 10 to 20. Now let's talk about 20 to 30. So 20 to 30 is 1 2 sorry again 20 to 30 means, yes, 1 2 3 4 5 6. There are 6 students between 20 to 30. Then 30 to 40, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. There should be 8 students between 30 to 40. 30 we are going to include in this row. Okay, we are not going to include 30 in upper row. Okay, we are going to include 30 in this row. Next is 40 to 50. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 6 plus 8 14. There is a 1 missing student. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. It is 11, right? So that is total as 25. Okay, now what I'm interested in, this table that I've made, that this table I wanted to show you. Okay, this table is called distribution table. This table is called distribution table. This is the table for marks, so this is distribution table of marks. Okay, if it was a table for heights of the students, this would have been the distribution table of height of students, and so on. Okay, name changes, but that is essentially called a distribution table. Okay, it signifies कि 0 से 10 में कितने बच्चे आ रहे हैं, 10 से 20 में कितने बच्चे आ रहे हैं, एंड सो ऑन. ओके, तो हमने क्या किया, वी ग्रुप्ड द डाटा इन अ ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मैनर. हमको जो स्कैटर्ड डाटा मिला था, वी ग्रुप्ड इट इनटू अ ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मैनर, और ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मैनर में ग्रुप करके वी गॉट दिस टेबल. सो व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ दिस टेबल? By looking at this table only, we can say that none of the students have failed the exams. Okay, because there are no students between 0 and 10 and 10 and 20. So none of the students have failed the exam. Most of the students got almost 50%. Okay, most of the students got more than 40% marks. All the students got more than 40% marks. Okay, most of the students are between 40 and 50. Most of the students are between 40 and 50, and we can derive much more results using that. Okay, अब इस टेबल के बारे में एक दो टर्म्स हैं जो आपको पता होनी चाहिए. कॉपी में क्या करना है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू विल राइट दिस नंबर्स. ओके, उसके बाद आप लिखेंगे ये टेबल बनाएंगे. और इस टेबल में वैसे वैसे मार्किंग करते रहेंगे जैसे जैसे मैं बता रहा हूँ। दीज आर कॉल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसीज। These number of students are called frequencies. Okay. These numbers of students are called frequencies. These are called class. Okay. These are called class. This marks of students, ये जो range दे रखी है, this range is called class. Okay. And range, there is a term called range, which is also called range. Range of this table is the smallest number and the largest number. The smallest number is 0 to 50. The range of this table is 0 to 50. Okay. Moreover, there is a term called class interval. What is class interval? It is the gap between two consecutive numbers. This is class interval. See, the gap between all those numbers, 10 minus 0, 0 से लेके 10 तक कितने नंबर? 10. 20 से लेके 10 तक कितने नंबर? 10. 20 से लेके 30 तक कितने नंबर? 10. 30 से लेके 40 तक कितने नंबर? 10. 40 से 50 तक कितने नंबर? 10. तो this is called class interval. 10. Okay, here 10 is the class interval. Okay, and finally there is one more term called as class mark. Okay, class interval पूरी टेबल के लिए यहाँ पे सेम है. It is same for whole table. जब आप 9th क्लास में आएंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि ज़रूरी नहीं है ये सेम हो, डिफरेंट क्लास इंटरवल भी हो सकता है, मगर वो तब है जब हम 9th में आएंगे. अभी हम 8th क्लास में हैं, अभी हमारे लिए क्लास इंटरवल सेम. नेक्स्ट इज क्लास मार्क. क्लास मार्क सभी के लिए डिफरेंट होता है. क्लास मार्क सभी के लिए डिफरेंट क्या होता है? क्लास मार्क इज सम ऑफ अपर लिमिट प्लस लोअर लिमिट अपॉन 2. देखो, दीज नंबर्स ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड आर कॉल्ड लोअर लिमिट्स and these numbers on the right hand side are called upper limits. And numbers on the right hand side are called upper limit. Okay, numbers on the left hand side are called lower limit, numbers on the right hand side are called upper limit. So what is class mark? For a class mark is upper limit plus lower limit upon 2. Okay, this is the value of class mark, and class mark is different for each and every class. For each and every class there is a different class mark. For suppose for the first one, 10 plus 0 is 10. 10 upon 2 is 5. So class mark for it will be 5. I am writing short for class mark. Next is 10 plus 20. 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 upon 2 is 15. Next is 20 plus 30 is 50. 50 upon 2 is 25. In the same manner, you have next 35 and next 45. Okay, let me write down the formulas for you. Class mark for a class is upper limit plus lower limit upon 2. Then class interval is upper limit minus lower limit Okay, upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, so these are some of the terms that we are going to use in this exercise. One more thing, pie chart once again is not a part of your syllabus. इस एक्सरसाइज में आपके पास पाई चार्ट आएगा, उससे रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस नहीं करने। दूसरी चीज़, क्योंकि आप ऑनलाइन डिजिटल क्लास ले रहे हैं और इस एक्सरसाइज में ग्राफ्स हैं, बेटा ग्राफ्स जो हैं थोड़ा सा लाइव पढ़ाए जाते हैं, ठीक है। यहाँ पे मेरे पास प्रॉपर टूल्स नहीं है कंप्यूटर में कि मैं आपको ग्राफ सिखा सकूँ कंप्यूटर से, ओके। इनफैक्ट बोर्ड पे भी नहीं बता सकता मैं, बिकॉज इट रिक्वायर्स अ लॉट ऑफ 1-to-1 इंटरेक्शन, ओके। आप लोग काफ़ी सारी गलतियाँ करते हैं, मैं नहीं चाहता कि आपको अधूरी चीज़ सिखाई दे। आप चाहते हैं तो बता दीजिएगा, मैं ग्राफ्स बनाना सिखा दूंगा, मेरे को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। बट अगर आपकी कोई मिस्टेक्स हुई तो मैं उन्हें रेक्टिफाई नहीं कर पाऊँगा, ओके। 7th क्लास में भी ग्राफ थे, यू कैन ट्राई टू रिमेंबर दैट, और उस हिसाब से आप कर सकते हैं, बट दे आर नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर योर एग्जामिनेशन पर्पज। You can learn the graph if you want, but they will not be coming in your exams. Even if आप कह भी देते हैं मेरे को ग्राफ्स पढ़ाने के लिए और मैं पढ़ा भी देता हूँ, तो भी वो एग्जाम में नहीं आएंगे, ओके। कीप दैट इन माइंड। सो बेस्ड ऑन ऑल दिस थ्योरी, सॉरी फॉर दिस, बेस्ड ऑन ऑल दिस थ्योरी हमारे पास एक्सरसाइज 14.3 है। इसके कुछ क्वेश्चंस हम लोगों को करने हैं, तो देखते हैं, ओके। Question number 1 of this exercise is the class size of class 40 to 50. Question number 1 is class size of class 40 to 50. Class size is nothing but class interval. Okay, class interval from 40 to 50 is, class size is nothing but class interval. Class interval is upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, upper limit here is 50 minus lower limit here is 40, that is 10. So 10 is the correct answer. Next is lower limit of the class. Left hand side values are lower limit, right hand side values are upper limit. So this is the lower limit. Lower limit मतलब छोटा कौन सा है, छोटा कौन सा इन दोनों में से 16 है छोटा, lower limit. upper limit is 30. नेक्स्ट इज क्लास मार्क इज, दोनों को ऐड करो, डिवाइड बाय 2 करो। क्लास मार्क इज अपर लिमिट प्लस लोअर लिमिट अपॉन 2, अपर लिमिट प्लस लोअर लिमिट अपॉन 2. So what is upper limit here? Upper limit is 40 plus lower limit is 45 upon 2. This will be 85 upon 2, and once you divide it, this will be 42.5. So class mark is 42.5. Okay, easy enough. Next is question number 5. I am reading from the book. Okay, if this diagram is not clearly visible to you, kindly refer to your book. Question number 5 is, modes of transport used by students of a school are shown by the bar chart. This graph is called bar chart. Okay. The ratio of students going by bus to the students by scooter is, you have to determine the ratio of students going by bus and by student. Now, number of students going by bus. This is the number of students going by bus. Number of students going by bus is equals to 250, and number of students using scooter is 150. Scooter is 150. Okay, so what we now need, we need their ratio. So ratio of 250 upon 150, 0 to 0 cancel, and this is 3 5s are 15, 5 3s are 15, 5 5s are 25, 5 ratio 3. So 5 ratio 3, D is the correct option. Okay. Next is question 6 and 7 are to be done by the help of this histogram. Okay, सी स्टूडेंट्स, देयर इज़ अ बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन हिस्टोग्राम एंड बार ग्राफ। हिस्टोग्राम में बीच में गैप नहीं होता, यही रेक्टेंगल बने होते हैं मगर इनके बीच में गैप नहीं होता। दिस प्रीवियस वन वाज बार ग्राफ, इसमें बीच में एक गैप होता है। ओके, सबसे बेसिक डिफरेंस यही है हिस्टोग्राम और बार ग्राफ। वंस अगेन, अगर जब भी आपके क्लासेस शुरू होंगे स्कूल में, अब मेरे को टाइम नहीं पता, मेरे से टाइम पूछना भी मत कब शुरू होंगे, बट जब भी आपके क्लासेस शुरू होंगे वी विल डिस्कस देम इन डिटेल। Okay, question number 6 and 7 are to be done by this. This is a graph representing daily pocket money of a student, of number of students. Okay, किस बच्चे को कितना पॉकेट मनी मिलता है, कितने बच्चों को कितना पॉकेट मनी मिलता है, उसके बारे में है। Now, question number 6 is the number of students whose pocket expenses are 80 rupees or more. कितने बच्चों को 80 रुपये या उससे ज़्यादा मिलते हैं। तो देखो 80 रुपीज़ के लिए मेरे पास ये है, 80 से 90 के बीच में मेरे पास 4 स्टूडेंट्स हैं। 80 से 90 के बीच में मेरे पास 4 स्टूडेंट्स हैं। दैट मीन्स ऑल ऑफ दीज स्टूडेंट्स आर गेटिंग मोर देन 80 रुपीज़ और 80 रुपीज़ एग्जैक्टली। 90 से 100 के बीच में 6 स्टूडेंट्स हैं। Between 90 to 100, there are 6 students who are getting the pocket money between rupees 90 and rupees 100. This is daily pocket money. अमीर लोग हैं भाई। Next is between 100 to 110, there is 1 student. 100 to 110, there is 1 student. तो कितने बच्चे हुए टोटल जिनके पास more than 80 और more than 80 रुपीज़ का पॉकेट मनी आ रहा है? This is 11. Total, there are total 11 students which receive pocket money of rupees 80 or more than 80. Okay, moving on. Next is question number 7. Question number 7 is the number of students whose pocket expense are less than 60. Okay, so less than 60, this is the mark of 60. So less than 60, there are 70 students between 50 and 60. There are 7 students, and less than 50 there are 3 students. 40 to 50 there are 3 students. So total number of students getting pocket money less than rupees 60 is 10. Okay, 7 plus 3, 10. Next is question number 12. Question number 9 and question number 10 are about drawing the histogram. You can try this if you want, but they are not important for examination purposes. Next is question number 11. Question number 11, I am leaving it for you. It is quite easy question. You have to just read the histogram. Same as question number 11, there is question number 12. That is what I am going to discuss with you. Okay, I will discuss question number 12 with you, and you will do question number 11 by yourself. Question number 13, 14 and 15 are of pie charts. So once again, pie chart is not in your syllabus. Question number 12 is the number of hours for which students of class 8 were watching television during the holidays is shown in the histogram. Read the above histogram and answer the following question. This is number of hours 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up to 7 hours students were watching TV. अब तो 10-12 घंटे देखते हो आराम से. And these are number of students 4, 6, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 and 32. Okay, so we will see for how many hours did the maximum number of students watch TV. सबसे बड़ा इसमें रेक्टेंगल कौन सा है? ये वाला. इसके अक्रॉस कितने स्टूडेंट्स हैं? 32. सो आंसर इज 32. सबसे ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स 32 आवर्स टीवी. हाउ मेनी, अच्छा आवर्स पूछा है ना. सो सबसे ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स है 32 जो कि दे वॉच टीवी बिटवीन 4 to 5 आवर्स. सो आंसर इज 4 to 5 आवर्स. Next is how many students watch TV for less than 4 hours. So less than 4 hours is this. Between 3 and 4 hours there are 22 students. 3 and 4 hours there are 22 students. Between 2 and 3 hours there are 8 students. Between 2 and 3 hours there are 8 students. And between 1 and 2 hours there is 4 students. Between 1 and 2 hours, there are 4 students. So the total is 24. So there are a total of 24 students which are watching TV for less than 4 hours. Okay. Now the third part, how many students spent more than 5 hours in watching TV? More than 5 hours. Okay. So we have to include the graphs which represents more than 5 hours. So first is 5 to 6, that is 8 students. 5 to 6 hours TV is watched by 8 students, and 6 to 7 hours by 6 students. 6 to 7 hours by 6 students. Why 6? Just between 8 और 4. 8 और 4 के एकदम मिडिल में क्या आएगा? 6 होगा यहाँ पे. So total is 14 students. Okay. And one more thing, if this type of question come to your exam, तो उसमें आपको ग्राफ जो है गिवन होगा और इसी तरह से आंसर करना होगा. Okay, once again you are going to have an option based MCQ type of question paper this time also, so be prepared for that. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.